Welcome back, everyone. My next guest is a true American genius. He's clever, is what I'm saying. He's a legendary author. His new book, In One Person, is in stores now. Please welcome John Irving, everybody. John Irving. John Irving, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Good. Good. It's good. I like the cover of the book. Is this you on the cover?
We tried that, but it didn't work.
Have you ever tried wearing a bra and then undoing it around the back yourself? I mean, that's the question America wants to know from John Irving, I tell you.
Well, when I was younger, sure.
Yeah, why not? I have to say, this is quite scary, actually. See there?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like to project an image of toughness? Because you do. I don't know if you mean it. You got that kind of, you know, hard-bitten kind of, I'm a writer and I stand up when I'm writing and I could cut you. Is that a fair description?
Well, I'm 70 years old.
No way. So what you're saying is you can cut. You're tatted. I had no idea you were inked up. That's. I mean, I got a little bit here. You're like covered.
Not that you can see.
Do you have more?
Mm-hmm.
You're a surprise to me. You write about. You're a tender writer. I think I thought you'd be more poetic in your look. You know, maybe a scarf, a big hat. You know. Some kind of hush puppy shoes.
Short people should not wear hats.
I know what you mean, yeah. It kind of makes you want to look for Santa, you know. You know, in my circle, they call Irving the interviewer's graveyard. Do you know that?
No.
Here's the thing. You know, in the Cider House Rules, when you wrote the screenplay for the book, right? The book, great screen, the movie was great, but, you know, Michael Caine in the Cider House Rules, when he's talking, and he has that accent, which doesn't sound that New England to me. Was that something that you noticed, or am I just making that up?
It's actually quite a good New England accent.
I've never met anyone in New England that talks like that.
I didn't think he talked like that in the film, actually.
He did a little bit. But you know what? I've seen Michael Caine in so many films that maybe I projected that onto him, but actually he was doing a very good New England accent. I'm prepared to be wrong, is what I'm saying.
Well, many people in New England speak so incomprehensibly that you wouldn't know what their accent was.
I agree. My wife is from New England. From the great state of Vermont. I have met people in Vermont, so I'm not sure that they're speaking English.
Well, I was just in Edinburgh, you know.
Ah. Did you have a nice time?
Well, I did an onstage interview with one microphone this size. We passed it back and forth.
Did you really? We should do that here. I love that. Who was interviewing you?
An Irish writer named John Boyne.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. And what was was it to try and make the rest of whatever, maybe the White Castle burger trick?
It was simply making the best of a bad technological situation.
You a techno geek?
It was a music hall and they had one microphone that worked.
Well, it's Edinburgh. What do you want, 2 microphones? Oh, sorry, Mr. Swanky American visitor. Hey, do you work on the technology? Do you a techno geek? Do you write on computers and stuff?
I write by hand.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's how you know you're a proper writer. Use a pen?
I do. Paper, too.
Very hard to use one without the other, really. Kind of come as a set.
I like the email for my children and...
Oh, so you do it then?
I learned to type when I was very young, before I was a teenager, actually. And it's just a little too fast for the way I like to write.
So do you find that you think at the speed at which you write, if your fingers get ahead of your brain? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Because I've heard people say that before.
It's a pity they don't listen. Yeah.
Do you know what I noticed in your later work in the 90s? You did a lot of Indian stuff. You went to India a bit and the thing. Why was that?
I went there to make a film which still isn't made.
Is it in India right now, or were you heavily influenced by India?
We moved it to Mexico, and it still isn't made there either.
Keep moving. What's the movie?
It doesn't.
Dumb and Dumber? Is that what it is? Did you like India? Did you have a good time?
Not really.
Well,
to both questions.
Well, you seemed to be very fond of it in your writing. You seemed to the culture of it. You seemed very kind of taken with it. Maybe I'm wrong.
You are about that. But that's okay. I mean, you know.
I'm wrong often. As I say, my wife's from New England, so. Yeah.
You want to talk about what's on your desk?
Sure. You ever seen a kangaroo's balls? Or do you wanna?
Did the kangaroo give that to you willingly?
They were on loan from the kangaroo, who has unfortunately been falsely imprisoned.
Have you ever visited the Freud Museum in Vienna?
No, I haven't, but I hear they've got a lot of penises.
Many penises.
Freud used to collect penises,
He
right?
did, indeed.
Is the plural penises or peni? I've never had to use them.
It's penises.
Penises.
Mm. He has Etruscan penises, Roman penises, penile artifacts, I think.
That's Freud for you, though, isn't it, really? Are you a Freudian? You think you're a Freudian? I see you more as a Jungian myself.
I was a student there, and I was upset that there was no museum for Freud.
Right.
No honor of his home or his office. And I assumed that this was the fault of Viennese anti-Semitism. But when...
You've got that there.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. But then, once the museum was open through the efforts of the daughter, and all the penises showed up. I'm not trying to let the Viennese off the anti-Semitic hook because they deserve it. But there could have been an anti-penis thing going on as well. That's what I'm saying, that's all.
You make an interesting point. I'm not sure what it is, but it's interesting.
Yeah. The character in this book has difficulty pronouncing the plural of penis.
Is it me?
I just thought you'd be interested in the parallel.
I think it's, well, this, because it reminded me of me when I saw the cover, that's all I'm saying.
We tried several models.
I'll bet you did. Yeah. Well, John, we're out of time. That's how you know you're out of time in the show. The knocking of the kangaroo testicles in the desk. Tell us old Father Time has arrived.
Okay.
Knocking at the door.
Okay.
You can have these if you want. A writer gave me these, actually. Carrie Fisher gave me these.
Oh.
What the hell, John? Carrie Fisher's my friend.
Okay.
You don't get along with Carrie?
No, it's the testicle I don't want.
You know what? Oh, well,
yeah.
I'll hang on to them then. They're kind of adorable. I was thinking of drawing a little face on them. They look like a little alien, you know.
I think it looks strange enough as it is.
Not to kangaroos.
I don't know that they'd like the little silver part, you know.
I hear you. Well, we're out of time.
Okay.
Relieved?
No, it's okay.
Do you want to do a cash prize, awkward pause, anything like that?
No.
Let's just throw in an official awkward pause.
Haven't we done that?
We have, but I'd like to make it official.
Okay. You know, I spend most of my day this way.